and welcome to Across the Board. Today we are playing Wavelength. We are going to be trying to read each other's minds in teams of 3. One person per turn will be assigned as the psychic that is going to be trying to communicate the information that is on their card. You're going to pick a word that is associated with it. I'll take this card off the top. We have waste of time or a good use of time. Depending on where that lands in the ratio, you're going to try and give a word that lands either more towards the waste of time or more towards the good use of time. It's reflected on the wheel. It'll be a lot easier to understand when you watch us actually play it, so we are just going to get into it. Has anybody played Wavelength before?
Yes.
All right.
Already in
We're
advance.
gonna win. We're gonna win.
That's 1 point.
Oh, have you guys all played before?
No, not me.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
Have you
I just
played?
got really lucky with my team.
We'll start by spinning the wheel. I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah.
a random orientation that nobody will know about until we're done.
Okay.
Now we can't look at this. This is a secret.
So the card that I have is round and pointy.
Okay,
Ooh.
so we'll have to guess. She's gonna give a clue, and we have to guess somewhere in between round or pointy.
So I'm going to give you a word that lands where I think this wheel is telling you it would land between round and pointy.
Okay.
I'm going to reveal the numbers that are in here and the location that they're at, and then I'm going to try and pick a word between those two that I think would get you to the right place on the wheel.
We're closing our eyes so we don't
Yeah,
see.
yeah, don't look, don't look.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm really excited.
Why am I
for the
thinking of
shake
every
game.
round?
I know.
I'm like,
Yeah.
circle.
I'm not going to lie, it is stressful. So I'm going to say broken glass.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have to move the red dial somewhere in there where we think broken glass
Okay,
fits in that range.
out the gate, it's definitely to the right. It's definitely pointy.
Yes, but
This is the
specifically
pointiest
a
thing.
glass, or no, it's just
Broken glass.
Broken glass? Yeah.
We know it's to the right. Do you
How
think broken
far?
glass is the pointiest thing Saige could conceive of? I feel like she could have gone pointier.
True. So it would be a little less than all the way.
Well, maybe we're overthinking it.
Maybe. What's the pointiest thing?
Like a porcupine?
Oh, maybe yeah.
It's round on the bottom though.
Or
so
like an
maybe
arrow.
That was
Love
incredible.
I think they should do all the guessing
Yes.
and we should just watch. This is incredible.
They have made me second guess.
In odds wise,
Same.
Where are you thinking about? Like there?
well, that says the round side, so
Oh
go
right,
the opposite.
this
yeah.
way, but here.
Can we see? That looks right. And if we're definitely gonna get points. I don't know if we'll hit the 4.
Right, but we could get the 3 or the 2, which are the range on the outside.
Now we could go like a smidge more to the right, and like, you know what I mean? Because it's just
Really
just
Go for it. Yeah.
right?
Listen, it is that like it comes
yeah,
down to
yeah.
that.
okay.
Believe it.
I feel good about that.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's my thing.
Yes.
Mathematically, we have the most highest chance of getting a bonus point if we say that it's on this side of the
That's
thing.
true.
Yeah. So how this mechanic works is there are numbers under here, and you're trying to land this red dial on one of the numbers. The closer you get to the answer, the higher the point value. So if we land on one of these numbers, we will get the points that is the number we landed on. However, the other team also has the opportunity to score a point during our turn, which is guessing kind of like Price is Right style, over or under. So you're evaluating their guess on my answer.
Based on nothing.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think we stay towards round, right?
Okay, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm really ready.
Oh,
That was
All the
the
way over.
Because it was all the way over.
That was
it
the
splits.
pointiest thing
Yeah.
that Saige could conceive of.
I
Yeah.
think
It was
that's
the pointiest thing I
three.
could
It is really
It was
pointy.
3. So, but
Yeah.
because you moved it that little bit, we got the 3 points instead of 2 points.
Yeah, that one little bit did
Yeah.
something for it. Now, you guys did not get a point from this because you took the safe chance. That's fair. So broken glass was, in the moment, the funniest thing I could think of.
Yeah.
I
It
went
is
to
really
say,
pointy.
It's very
I went to say
pointy.
a metal D4 because I was like, if nothing else, you'll
It's
get
pointy.
the sentiment.
Yeah.
You'll know how I feel about that, right? Like, it may not be the pointiest thing,
Yeah.
but,
Right.
but in the moment, it feels like it is when you step on it.
Yeah.
Right. And y'all nailed it. So we got 3 points.
3 points.
There's a little built-in point tracker on here, so each little head will move up when they get points.
Okay, we're gonna do ugly and beautiful.
Wow.
Porcupine.
Subjective.
Yes, okay.
I feel like I had to stare at it for so long to not forget where it was.
These
Yes,
are
it's
ugly and
so
beautiful.
tough.
Ugly this way, beautiful that way?
Yes.
Okay.
Ugly.
Okay,
beautiful.
okay. So now I give you a clue that would put you where the 4 is.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is so hard!
Yeah.
It's so difficult! Okay,
It's like,
okay,
who's
okay.
the ugliest thing I can conceive
I
of?
know, I'm trying to think of like
Doesn't have to be a person.
scale. A baby rat.
I like that one. Yeah.
Baby rats are pretty ugly.
They're pretty ugly, but they're not as ugly as they could be.
So when we say baby,
Yeah.
are we talking like hairless rat? Like
We only get to conjure up what we can imagine in our own minds right now.
I'm just gonna stay like this the whole
You
time
have to, yeah.
because I can't not react.
So hard.
In Danny's scale, is that like pretty cute?
Right.
Danny's
The
just a
miracle
little
of
guy,
life.
like, but not beautiful, but also like not ugly.
yeah. Beautiful is the word though.
Beautiful is the word, and so is ugly is the other word.
No, I mean beautiful is the one to meet. Like it doesn't. Like
sure.
you would never call a baby rat beautiful. You'd call it cute, but you wouldn't be
Sure.
like, this is beautiful.
So then where does cute land between beautiful and ugly?
Wow.
Is that 50%? Is that 30%? Is it 75?
Cute is.
75?
I think we are at least, at the most, it's a 50%.
Okay,
At most.
I would agree.
Now we have to figure out. We have to figure out what this is. What's happening over here?
We're not
Nothing
actually
to see
playing.
here.
We're not playing beautiful or ugly. We are playing Danny's
Yes.
beautiful or ugly.
Yes.
Yeah.
My initial vibe is like
What is like a
light
like a 40?
40.
Like yeah.
Like the most beautiful ugly thing.
Right.
With the line in it.
Because it's
like
still a
the
baby.
ugliest beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Last ugly thing before you get to pretty.
Yeah. I know.
I
So,
think
like,
you can't.
I think
That's not a clue. That's not a clue.
listen, SAT wise,
Yeah.
Sure.
100%. What I'm seeing over here,
Danny AT wise?
beautiful baby rats.
Is it? Are we?
I think we're at like 45.
Okay,
Let's try like a 45, 46.
How about like that? I
Does
love
that
it.
feel good?
I'm locking it in.
It's locked.
We're locked.
Okay.
It's got to be uglier, right?
Yeah, I think it was
I think
Cuter?
cuter.
But it's
because-
beautiful.
but
That's what
she-
they were saying. Beautiful
Yeah,
rather
but
than
I don't
cute.
know. She used the modifier of baby. She could have said rat, and she said baby.
Because
rat.
rats, I think, could be beautiful, but I think specifically the ugly.
You think babies aren't beautiful?
Yeah, especially baby rats. They're.
They might
I
actually
think-
argue
Hairless.
about this longer than we are.
Yeah.
I think baby was the cuter modifier. Even if it's towards beautiful, I think it was less ugly because baby.
I do
That's
think
my
that is
guess.
true.
I think
Okay,
baby
okay.
was the modifier to
So
tell
we
you it was
think
less
it's
ugly.
gonna be on the right side, on this side of it.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
why
I
not?
think it's gonna be more.
Or-
Because what are the
beautiful
odds
than
that
said.
they're probably still in the range, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so are we on the more beautiful? So this
Yes,
is the more,
more
beautiful,
beautiful
side. Do you think it's or 45%?
It's the ugliest beautiful thing, then. Instead of, they went with it's the most beautiful
I
ugly
think-
thing.
I think that's true.
I swear to God, if it isn't the 90%,
Every now and then,
I swear to God.
every now and then.
all right, let's see it.
Hey, we got it.
Bonus.
I'm so sorry.
No, this is great.
No?
Are you
It's
on?
on the
We
left.
are not.
No,
We
we're
have
not
no
on it.
points. You all get one.
What?
Because the needle is on the left
Yeah.
of the 4.
Yeah.
So technically we didn't
We
get
didn't
that
get it.
either.
No.
Oh, so it was uglier than we thought.
Yes.
Tell us your opinions on baby.
That was very in the middle.
I think they're very cute.
Okay.
I was trying to think of something that was cute and ugly at the same time, and I
Oh.
just really failed at that.
No,
I think
no.
that was a
think
good
so.
clue.
It
It's
was
not
very
that far.
good.
No, it was a toss
I considered possums too for a bit because I really love possums.
yeah.
And I
But
think
really
Possum's
ugly.
way better than a rat, though.
Way ugly.
But they don't have the
they're
social
really
stigma
cute,
that the
though.
rats
I
have.
They're very lovable.
True.
yes.
But they're not beautiful.
No.
Let's get you a new card. No looking. I'm not looking.
So the range that you're going for,
What's the card?
it's bad for you or good for you.
Are we bad?
Bad for you on that side, good for you on this side. And my clue is dark chocolate.
Okay, definitely good for you.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's like
It's like between the
yeah.
two. It's
we're
definitely
leaning
on the
on
good
good for
side.
you. I would say it's like still a
Somewhere
tree,
bigger.
but I'm gonna say you're maybe just over halfway.
Yeah. I feel like
right?
it's the rat of good for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly.
It's like,
But
it's barely.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Is it barely good for you, though?
I gotta do
Or
Danny's
is it more
turn.
than barely?
really good for you. It's definitely not.
You have to
really
actually
good for
become
you.
a baby rat.
Is it the most barely good for you thing that you think could have been conceived of?
Or was there just recently a
Is
study
this the
that dark
broken
chocolate
glass
actually
of the-
helps
I
you?
was just thinking that right now.
So I would say when you have dark chocolate, you're like, this is better for me than other chocolate, but it's not a vegetable.
Right.
You know, like you're not getting your vitamins and nutrients.
Is it right in the middle? Or is it right in the middle, like slightly over?
I think it's slightly over.
Why don't you do the final tweak?
Okay.
kind of place it on a
honestly,
conversation.
that's really good.
Okay.
I think you actually might have nailed it with that.
Clarifying for the bonus point.
I mean, you're kind of voting
So-
what you think it is. Like,
Yeah.
if you think it's more this way, you would vote over here. If you think the
Oh,
actual
okay.
answer,
Yep.
not the needle,
Yeah.
but the actual answer is more this way, then we guess.
I will
what it
fully
actually
understand
more
that
this way.
Yeah.
right as we're finishing this game.
Oh, yeah, same.
So, I think Xander is probably at like a 70%.
I would say
Whoa!
70%
Chocolate
dark
Camellia, yeah.
chocolate.
I would think.
I think we
yes.
yeah. So we think the 4 is further that way than their
Yes.
needle is.
Yes, so then you've got it.
Yeah.
Reveal it.
What?
Oh! That Harvard study is out!
Listen, I was trying to think of something that was bad for
you're
you, but
telling
not
me-
like the worst for you.
You're telling me that me and Saige have been eating dark chocolate all this time
But
for
that would
no
be-
reason.
I should have said like I guess
Buddy,
no,
that's
okay.
like-
Milk
That's
chocolate.
like, this is bad.
Cyanide!
I know. Oh, yeah.
That's not baby
This-
rat, that's rat poison.
We're at
That's white
Tide Pod. We're at Tide Pods right here. Like,
I was still keeping in the realm
dark.
of
So,
like, edible.
so what do you feel about? You really hate dark chocolate.
No, I love dark chocolate, but I think that
it's
it's.
so
I don't
bad
think it's
for you?
good for you. Like a vegetable, I was right where you were.
But bad means like when I
Bad
think
for
bad, I mean like doing
Poison.
harm. Like
Because it didn't say food.
like
You're
It
right.
said bad for you, good for you.
50
right.
would be like neutral.
Yeah,
Like,
the
it
worst.
doesn't-
In your opinion.
This side, all the way over here, kills you instantly.
That's true.
Well,
Instant
hey,
death.
not
That's
necessarily
worse for you.
I was thinking
Not
of
in
chocolate.
Xander's
within-
wheel.
Yeah, in my wheel.
Yeah.
I was thinking white chocolate, dark chocolate.
Ah.
And you guys thought he was at like what, a 75?
Yeah.
I thought Xander loved dark chocolate.
I do.
So much.
It's just not good for you.
So you've got
You
all
haven't-
of the things that are good for you, and then over here is like
Is it-
all
But it's-
drugs,
You-
Yeah, no. This is
I
like
was thinking, like,
cigarettes,
junk food.
like
drowning,
Like garbage food,
Expired.
but still food.
food.
Okay.
This
I
was
was
a
stuck
food
on-
scale
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Like, where does fast food sit on this?
That would be
scale for
like
you?
still bad for you, but you could get there's like
further.
lettuce and stuff in a burger.
So where does lettuce? Where does
Good
lettuce?
for you.
So wait,
In dark
a
chocolate.
burger with lettuce on it is you think
better
it's
than dark
healthier for you
chocolate.
than dark chocolate?
Listen,
No, answer that.
Oh.
No, Xander, I'm gonna need you to answer that.
Yeah.
Do you think a burger with lettuce on it is healthier
yes,
than dark chocolate?
because you get more nutrients
figured you'd go
from
the nutri-
the
But
meat
you know what?
and the bun and
I-
the lettuce.
I think this is a good window into how deep your thought process
yeah.
goes.
Shallow. Kiddie pool.
And
You guys are gonna
Your
be
broken glass was round,
so
wasn't
paranoid.
it? It really was.
You guys are gonna be so paranoid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What is the
Light.
Dark and light.
Okay, okay.
Chocolate.
I was gonna say,
Honestly, that'd be such an interesting.
here it comes.
It's so hard because like as soon as I think of something, I'm like, that's really good. But then I'm just like, but in this context.
Right, the scale.
There is, but
But
there
the
is no
sca-
context.
But the
There is
scale.
no
Thinking about the chocolate, aren't
But
you?
Yeah, how
the
bad is it for you?
And you thought just we were gonna be paranoid.
lavender.
Oh, color theory. Okay.
Art strikes again.
Value.
Dark and light. Color.
It's a lighter color.
Lavender is a lighter color. On the pastel-ish
Yes.
tones.
Yes.
So I believe we are immediately at least above. So if this is dark,
I'm feeling around here.
so this is the darkest
this is
color that's
dark?
ever been.
Okay. So then this is
Not your
light.
Is it?
scale.
Is it?
You thought you were gonna be nice saying that?
Okay, but listen, this is the darkest color that's ever been. Everyone knows.
You think we're definitely on the lighter side. We know that. Pastel.
Uh-huh. Wait, I like it. I like it. So
Yeah.
Lilac.
I would say.
Or
because it's
lavender.
got some saturation,
Yes.
some tone, but not by much. I think if anything,
would be
I'm
lighter.
I'm kind of living in this
Okay,
world,
okay,
right?
okay.
So if we just kind of have that be that.
Yeah. I think we're good there.
You went, yeah.
The third one really hit.
Yeah. All right. I'm good with that. I
guess-
think I
I
feel good about
I
it.
feel locked.
Okay.
I guess the question is it more of like
Lighter.
the crayon or the flower?
Right.
I actually think I would picture the flower lighter than the crayon. Actually.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
because
would
light
too.
crayons don't show
what
up very
time of
well, so
year?
they would darken it a little bit. I picture lavender as very light because if you're like, name a pastel, someone
Right.
would probably say like potentially lavender, right?
Especially because pink could be ambiguous, blue could be ambiguous,
Exactly.
but lavender
The lavender
is a pastel.
Yeah, so that would help you know that you're in the
So
light
should we
categories.
vote
Yeah.
more light?
I think more. What do you think?
Or we think that
I think it's lighter than.
I was thinking less because 4D chess. I feel like if it was more obviously to one side, it would have been easier to think of a clue.
So maybe more.
But it could really go either way.
Right here.
Yeah.
If you guys are down for the right, like we could all just go down with this ship.
We could go
Let
down with
lavender
this
be on the
lavender
other
ship.
side.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know, so I'm okay with that. But that's my only thought on the other
I
side.
trust you.
Yeah, me too.
That has not worked out with you. Okay, don't. I know you're a dark chocolate ass.
First time I've ever been called that.
Right, I mean, I'm fine with this.
Let's just stick with this. Yeah.
Shall we reveal?
I'm here for the ride. So.
Move that bus.
Pretty good.
We all lost.
So it would have been the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
So
Here we go.
Do the full ritual.
I like it. I like it. I like
It's
it.
fun to watch.
and the card is.
Underrated movie, overrated movie.
Oh.
And this is also when you guys find out I don't know that many movies.
Oh, okay, but that's good
You
to
only have to
know.
know like one.
Right.
Well,
I'm going.
Whether it's
like
rated.
section.
I'm going with the Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, and that is underrated. This one is overrated.
The point feels so aggressive.
Underrated.
You're under. What?
Wait, so actually, yeah.
That was
we're-
good.
Yeah.
Dark, we're underrated.
Underrated is
than
good. You don't want to
overrated.
be
Yeah.
overrated. I don't want to be overrated.
Here's
Okay.
the thing.
That's true.
I love the Santa Claus.
Okay, here's the thing. I hate the Santa Claus.
Cool. No, and I agree. I would agree if someone were to say it's an overrated movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think
I'm
pretty
aware.
much. I think most Christmas movies, like classic Christmas movies,
Yeah.
are overrated.
Yeah, and anything with Tim
But
Allen,
I
overrated.
am a Jew.
Correct. Correct.
So I will say they don't hit the same.
Yeah.
It didn't. There's
You
not
didn't
a
have a
nostalgia
crush on
factor.
Bernard the elf when you were young?
No,
you know,
see
you
the
know.
thirsting.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like anything that falls into the cult classic, like who would be like, man, the Santa Claus is really underrated. But not
Yeah.
wild
You'll
thing
never
to
guess of
say.
this indie movie that I love. It's so
Absolutely
underground.
unhinged thing to say.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to be more
In the
overrated than
overrated.
under. I keep wanting to consult you guys on this.
I know.
but I can't be part of this.
So I'm gonna just move it
Yeah.
over here
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's not like super overrated.
What would be super overrated? Like, what is the scale here? Because I don't know. Dark chocolate? Super overrated. I would say maybe like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But I think Santa Claus would fit into
Yeah.
that category of like
Like
the
I
extreme
like Fight Club would be the extreme
of overrated.
of extreme overrated. Like it's a good
Have you
movie,
seen
but
it?
like settle down.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
What?
Yeah, like, okay, settle down.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I would say that would be like as far over,
Sure.
or like
Eat, Pray, Love.
yeah,
On both extremes.
yeah.
Of like
James Cameron's Avatar,
overrated.
super overrated.
But the Santa Claus.
Most underrated, really hard to say. That gets into
Yeah.
like
Rocky
a movie
Horror.
I've never
Well,
heard of. Yeah,
Yeah.
perfectly rated.
Perfect.
Right now, I think we're maybe a little too overrated. Maybe we
Yeah?
go a little less.
That would be pretty safe.
Yeah. You want to go
even
less
get
safe? Like,
yeah.
you want to go?
Oh,
go that way?
oh. Sure.
Xander,
Yeah.
stressing me out.
I
here.
know.
I think it's not that overrated. I don't know. It's pretty overrated.
pretty overrated.
It's pretty overrated. I think we go for it. Do you think more than this, or do you think this is it?
A little more. A little more.
Little.
There. Locked.
You guys locked?
Yeah.
I want to posit the question: if somebody hasn't seen a lot of movies, would they think that the Santa Claus is
100%.
That's what I'm thinking.
underrated?
Like when you think of overrated movies, you'd be thinking like movies that are like highly like The Godfather's overrated, right? You wouldn't be like The Godfather, The Santa Claus. These are overrated movies. I would take that a little bit more literal than a like, well, what does like a fan favorite type thing more than like I would take it as a rating, not like a fan favorite.
So then we are saying that
The
we
Rotten
think
Tomato.
the 4 is closer on that side.
Thinking.
I think the 4 is on our side.
Okay.
All right.
Closer on
So you
our
think
side.
it's less overrated?
Yes.
Yeah.
More underrated.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't worry about
Just
it.
open it.
I'm
I'm so embarrassed.
I
feel-
underrated classic.
I
You're
feel
right.
like in the we can all agree that dark chocolate and Santa
100%.
Claus right on the left side.
100%. I was
feel
like,
like-
that VHS was so niche in my childhood.
True.
I
True.
feel like
That is
it's
an underrated
everybody's, but it's like
But
everyone who grew up with it. It's now all of that
Right.
generation's favorite Christmas
But
movie.
I'm going from the literal sense
Yeah.
of ratings. It's not a highly rated. Like if you look up the IMDb for the Santa Claus, I'm sure it's pretty high. But I'm sure when it came out, it was like a 2.5 star
I tend
movie.
to think of overrated as like how much people talk about it.
Yeah.
I realized too afterwards, I'm like, I could have picked a million different movies.
Sure.
That probably would have gotten you on the other
Sure,
side.
sure, to get underrated.
New cards in.
What's the card?
Bad habit, good habit.
Bad habit, good habit.
So like a bad habit that could kill you, or a good habit that saves your life.
That also
Eating
kills
dark
you.
chocolate,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
that be.
Bad habit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Compulsively pulling out your hair.
Is trichotillomania only eyelashes?
What did you just say?
Trichotillomania is pulling your eyelashes and eyebrows specifically.
This is bad habit side, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly I think it's on this
It's
side.
not good.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good
It could
thing.
ruin your hair growth
Yes,
pattern.
but it's not heroin.
It's that's so true.
Now,
habit.
that's a bad habit.
That's
bad habit.
very bad habit.
Coffee, falling asleep with the TV on,
Yes.
heroin. Like they're all
So this is
in
heroin,
the same
and then
range.
this is if
Here,
you're just
okay, so we're definitely here, right? From here to here.
picking out your hair. Yeah. Like,
So, but at what point is it
feeling like here because it's like
right here?
not great. Yeah, but like also it's not hurting anyone except for yourself.
There's so many
description
bad
is-
habits though. It's not a
Tell me
habit.
the bad habits that are worse.
Any
Between that
habit
and
that
heroin.
you can like that like destroys your family, your finances,
Like smoking or something.
gambling.
Right.
Yeah,
Like pulling out your hair is bad, but it's also not going to kill you.
Exactly.
Right. So maybe more here.
So I feel like the first 20 goes to like the real bad stuff, and then like so we're in. Yeah, I think we're
Feeling
probably
more
like
back this way.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I know it was right
Because my
your
voice
got that. Yeah, it got a little bit
All right,
deeper.
you locked in?
Yeah.
I think we're locked in.
That's a
I
bad
think it's
habit.
further
Yeah,
to
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I
where it
believe
is.
that she used the word ripping your hair.
Compulsively.
Tearing,
Compulsively
Yeah.
was doing a lot
Not
of
like
work there.
Pulling, like not like a casual, like that was like a
subconscious.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
think
would
where
Say
it's at.
worse. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Do you guys think that the
The
Four is
four is
this
further
way.
Yeah.
this way.
four is further
It's a
to
worst
left?
habit.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Yeah! Ubi, you're so close to scoring.
What happened in my
listen
brain
to
was
you.
drugs are an addiction. That's not a habit.
Yeah.
I set myself
Yeah.
a scale.
Yeah.
It's like, would I call that an addition or would I call that a habit?
Well, now you're just splitting
You know what?
hairs.
I'm working on a new
I
habit.
got you, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you got a point.
Yay! Bonus point.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm ready. I'm in. My card is useless major or useful major.
Oh no!
Okay.
Okay, major. We're
Gonna
talking
expose
about
a lot
college.
of opinions. We are talking about college.
Well, you can't elaborate, but yes.
Well, the card. My clue for you is finance.
Okay, great.
So useful. Yeah, useless.
I mean, let's just start in the middle and start.
Okay.
And
let's talk
we
about
can.
it.
That way, look, we're not
It
done
is not
yet
a
in
job.
post.
It is a major.
A major,
Habit
yes,
of
exactly.
figuring out where we start
Yeah.
and then bracketing lower
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
higher from there.
I think you may be able to find more jobs with a finance major than
Okay.
with many other majors.
I do think we finally have an actual scale to work with
Right,
too.
right.
It's not like all of the universities it's just
Maybe
finance is an art or electricity.
there.
I feel like why not?
There. We're
You
locked
know?
in.
I think she thinks
That we think.
it's useful, but the people who do it are stupid.
Like it's
Agreed.
very
That's
Yeah,
the
that's the
problem.
thing.
And that's the real problem.
I don't know. My first instinct is to say it's more useful because even if it's not being used for great purposes or not, you know, it's just like you can be.
Yeah, it is getting used.
Yeah.
It's
You
gonna
know?
get used. Like it's
So
not.
you think-
it's not like you see somebody who, you know, majored in finance doing like this.
Wow.
Okay, based on the line, do we think the four's on the left side or the right side?
I feel like it's more on that side, but also
you think it's further? I'm gonna go this
So
side.
we're on this side.
Okay.
Less
Okay.
useful.
Less useful.
Yeah.
Show it.
Let's see it.
Oh, we were so close!
Wow!
Listen, this is an objective scale, not my opinion on
Yes,
how useful
100%.
finance is to the world.
Right.
It is in the world that we currently live
Yeah,
in,
it
which
is
is a
pretty
monetary
useful.
economy. We are surviving in capitalism. It is an incredibly useful degree.
You're right.
Now, my personal opinion,
Yeah.
I am very loud about that I am anti-capitalism, but this isn't about that.
Right.
This is, we exist in capitalism. How useful, how degree are you going to get?
Live with
How
it.
likely are you going to be to use it? And how likely are you going to be to get a job after college? Useful.
All right, we're doing dry food, wet food.
Oh, hell yes.
Talk
I feel like that is actually going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Because, like,
incredible.
They're-
you
Wet
know if it's
food.
dry or wet.
How do you feel about dumplings?
Fun.
I think
That
that's
Dan didn't
sounds
say
dry.
soup
Yeah.
dumplings,
That
which
is
would
wet.
be the drier side.
I think that's pretty specific though.
It is
Yeah,
specific.
yeah.
So like we're at least yonder.
Yeah.
Because
I think
all of soup.
I think you can go a little bit more. I still think it could go a little bit more, but I agree with you.
We're locking it.
We're locked in.
God, that was decisive. What do you guys think?
It's a wet food.
Like, you think it's more wet than that?
I think dumplings? Yeah. So should we stay on that side?
Less wet, but I don't know.
So
think
that,
it's
because
less
there's
wet.
more of a
It's more
chance.
dry.
Yeah, it's true. There's more of a chance over there, like that it's in that range.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you
okay
think
with that.
You think it's a very wet food?
I do.
Excited about this. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah!
We didn't hit it?
So freaking close.
Well, no, no, we messed up.
We messed
yeah,
up.
just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I take back my
It
A.
was
bit
wet.
more.
We
It
were
was
right.
more wet.
Yeah, it was wetter.
Yeah.
Hey,
Xander.
it's getting down to it. Okay, so we also
got
have
it this time.
this separate section, which are more challenging.
You want to do a more
ranges.
challenging one?
Oh.
Advanced. I'll shuffle
Yeah?
this and grab an advanced one.
Yeah.
See,
So am I.
see how we do. So we're dealing with guilty pleasure
Ooh.
or actually just bad.
I love it. I love it.
And I thought long and hard about saying dark chocolate and
wanted
just
to say dark
letting
chocolate.
it go.
Santa Claus.
MILF Manor.
Okay.
MILF Manor.
Have you
Guilty
watched MILF
pleasure.
Manor?
Yes, I have.
Okay. How good is
It's
it?
just
Bad.
bad for you.
So MILF Manor is a show where a bunch of people who want to date younger men get put on an island thinking they're going to go and have sex with younger men.
Okay.
But what it gets revealed is that it's all of their sons. And they're stuck on an island trying to sleep with each other's sons. So, although I think it's the greatest show ever made, I would say it's actually pretty bad. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the middle, and I'm gonna say if here, if this is guilty pleasure,
Yeah.
and this is actually just bad, it's not the worst thing.
Okay.
But it is a little worse than a guilty pleasure. It gets us back into the bad habit.
Maybe
thing.
halfway to actually bad?
I'm comfortable here. How do you feel about here?
I think that's a solid guess.
Yeah, I can also see it being a little more bad. You want to go a little more bad?
Let's go a little more bad.
Okay, let's go a little more bad. Okay. There?
Yeah.
Locking it in.
See, here's the hard part about the scale, because it's bad to guilty pleasure, meaning that it can still be bad, but he likes it.
Because
It's
is it
drama.
actually bad?
It's bad, it's not pleasurable to watch, and it's bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Or actually just bad.
Yeah.
So do you think we're leaning a little bit less?
No, I.
So we think that it's
Yeah.
I think it's worse.
I do too.
Yeah.
Okay.
reveal it.
I'm so proud of you!
That was so Oh my gosh.
Those last 4 clicks
Yeah.
got you to 4.
It
got
really
more?
did. It was
Incredible.
dead on.
Okay.
What's your card?
Quiet, loud. Quiet,
Okay.
loud.
Whoa.
What are you trying to say?
A cat.
Oh.
Danny, that was the best.
I feel like they are quieter on the animal side. I
would
mean,
agree.
This is quiet, right? So I'd say around here.
Let's start there.
Because a dog, I feel like
Sure.
is over here because they're
Let's do it.
okay.
I like it.
Locked in?
Locked in.
I think it's quiet, but I don't
I think it's louder.
I think it's
if
louder,
there's
too.
so much space on louder, I
Yeah.
think that's the safest.
Yes, and that's
Yeah.
where we are right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Reveal
Locked.
it.
We're locked
Let's
in.
go.
Oh, my cat does a scream.
Hey, that's about where I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
So my reference was if 50% is not quiet and not loud,
Yeah.
a cat would be on the. No, that's not really that's not
slightly
yeah,
louder.
it's not
I've
loud.
had loud cats though.
Yeah.
Well, we get a point.
Oh, 1 away. And it's your turn.
Now we need
Game
it.
point.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
What we got?
What's your
It is art. It's not art. Art.
Oh no!
Especially after. Oh.
Yeah, everything is art.
Okay.
incredible?
My hint is pottery.
Okay.
Definitely art.
It is art.
Definitely art. But not like
on the scale.
most art.
Right, because, well,
And this is the conversation.
yeah.
Love
Okay.
this.
I'm hitting the middle.
Right.
Here. We're starting here.
So-
it's definitely art is us or their
Yes, art is
okay.
here.
Art is
so
us.
we're definitely towards us.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
definitely more art than not art.
Right.
I'd say it's a lot more art than not art.
Right, but on the scale
So
of
funny.
art,
Yeah.
if we're basing it off of like creating something
Yeah.
from scratch, you can create, but it's basically the same shapes in different ways, right? Whereas a painting, you can paint anything.
Yeah, I would think pottery is like objectively you're making art.
Yeah.
But it's not like
Function,
you have
too.
to be like a prolific artist to make pottery.
Right.
'Cause it's not that it's like the best pottery, it's just pottery.
Easy to access, hard to master.
I feel like this is not a bad spot
No.
for us already.
I'd lock in on that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're locking in.
More
What you
art,
got?
less art.
I'm trying to figure out if she has a hot take.
Yeah.
If there's like a pottery hot take.
Like a dig on pottery.
Yeah.
I can't see on the scale of like not, because it's not even like good art, bad art. It's
Right.
like 50% is bad art to the scale of good art. Like that's that half,
Yeah.
right? And then like your bad art to not art at all is on this side.
Yeah.
I feel like pottery, I feel like the 4's got to be a little bit more on this side.
Do you think the 4 is on
I think the 4 might be on our side.
our side?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's try it.
Let's reveal.
Reveal it.
Dead on.
So
And
good.
you also get a point.
Hey!
But we
All
win.
right. And that was the game point.
Yay!
Yeah, I figured that if I think of like in a museum,
Right.
anything in a museum would be on the
100%.
definitively art scale.
Right.
100%.
But I feel like pottery is always one of those things where like it's like, oh yeah, they have plates from like a long time ago.
Right.
Sure.
And you kind of forget about it a little bit.
Good.
You nailed it. That
You
was
nailed it.
a great example.
That was
And
great.
we did it! We read each other's minds.
All tied up at
Blah, blah,
fun to
blah.
fun.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, subscribe if you want to see more. Links to follow everybody that joined us tonight is in the description, as well as if you want to pick up the game for yourself. Thank you for watching Across the Board, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.